Well, here we are. Harescombe fishery, as usual, rushing around like an idiot. Still getting sorted. And first day of the coal masters here, and so I've only ever fished here twice. A little bit late getting set up as usual. Camera's a little bit away from me today. We'll see what happens. As I say, a bit of a new one for me today. Don't know it at all. Just going to I'm not talking to myself, honest, I'm talking to a camera. Just so you know. Yeah, don't know it at all. So it's just a case of feeling my way. Plan is to try and finish in the top half of the match today. Not worried about winning anything. You're not that there's anything to win, it's just about trying to get through to tomorrow. As I say, I don't know this at all. Apparently this peg's not been good, but the wind is blowing in here today, so who knows? Don't know how I'm going to start, if I'm honest. Well, I do know, I'm lying, I'm starting across. I'm not feeding any other lines to start with. It's going to be just across. Tap a few pellets in. Nice and simple. See what happens and go from there. Just have to see what happens. Get my sunnies out. I don't like fishing with sunnies, but I think I'll have to today. Not rushing about, just going to take it easy a little bit and see how it all pans out really. It's very hot. Well, it's not hot, it's quite cold to be honest. Always something that's a pain in the arse, isn't it? Just realised I haven't got a disgorger out. So I'm going to be feeding some meat short. Just going to start on 4mm banded pellet, to be honest.
Afternoon all, or morning all, depending on when you're watching this. Just a quick catch up from the 2-day Harescombe pole champs, or 2-day pole extravaganza. I can't remember what they're called it now. Basically, lovely little match. The way it was run was that you had to finish in the top 9 of your lake on the Saturday to qualify for the final on the Sunday. I drew peg 25 on Match Lake on the Saturday. Only ever fished Match Lake once before. That was in the winter. Didn't know what to expect. The peg looked lovely. The wind was blowing into it. I was told it hadn't been brilliant before the sort of to the run up to that match, but I think it's because the wind was blowing in the opposite direction, to be honest. Looks like the fish do follow the wind quite a lot on that complex. Anyway, wind was blowing in, set up to fish long across, whole pellets, casters sort of 10-11 metres sort of down the track and towards the bottom of the shelf. But it was only 2.5 foot deep, the peg, roughly, more or less everywhere. Shallowed up a bit tight across, but quite a shallow peg. Set a short meat rig, line up, and a couple of edge rigs. Cut a long story short, I never caught on the edge rigs. My best line was casters 10-11 metres. Started across on hard pellets, nicked a few, but wasn't very good. I found that the first 2 off fish that I hooked as well was a bit weird. I think it might be to do with the wind, to be honest, blowing the pole around a little bit. It was just nicking the fish probably in the fin and stuff like that. It was a bit frustrating. So I sacked that off. kept feeding casters short, well, 10, 11 metres to my left. And this is my banker, really. I was just hoping that it came good, and fortunately for me, it did. I've caught some big chunky F1s on the deck, a few shallow. Being a sort of shallow peg, I didn't expect them to come shallow. If you know what I mean. It's not like tunnel where you get a lot of fish competing for the food. Shallow, here you tend to, there's a lot of fish there, but you tend to have to wait a bit to get a bite, even when shallow. I had a couple on the slap, but it's a bit of a waiting game. But they're big old wise F1s, a lot of them. Definitely crafty, that's for sure. Anyway, I had a good day, first day, and I've had £67, which has won the match over both lakes, to be honest. So got through to the final on the Sunday, which was what it was all about.
It's a bit chunky then, I thought.
It was interesting in the fact that I really expected to catch a lot of fish short to my right in the edge, but it just didn't happen. Caught hardly anything there at all. 3 or 4 fish on meat short, nothing on my left edge.
Behind me.
Come Sunday, I drew the same blinking peg. Couldn't believe it. Right result in one respect, but at the same time, I wasn't too sure how it was going to be after catching well on it the day before.
Now we've got some
so basically, I've pretty much fished the same match. Casters to my left in the open water, across hard pellets, short on me, and weirdly this time I've caught a few fish on my left edge. On meat, and I messed this line up because I was catching a few fish there, just happening 3 or 4 bits of meat. Caught a few,
don't wind anything up anywhere,
and I thought, well, there's fish there. And I put a bit of ground bait in. Don't know why I did it. I just thought, put some ground bait in, see if I can get the carp to come in as well. Didn't happen. It killed the peg, if I'm honest. So that was frustrating. So I had to. I left it, hoping that some of the fish would come and clear the ground bait out. Kept putting a few bits of meat in there. Caught a few fish on my caster line. I then did catch a few more down my left edge. Made a mistake last half an hour of the match. Knew it was going to be tight, and I went back out on my caster line. Well, I nicked 2 fish down my left edge, but I thought, no, I'm going to rest it. Go back out on the caster line. Had a little skimmer.
Oh, catch the bloody things.
Came off it, went back down the edge, caught 2. Not big, but 2 fish. Pinged a few casts, saw a swell. Oh, damn, this is like 10 minutes to go. Quickly back out on the caster, and that was where I went wrong. I should have stayed down the edge, and I reckon I would have caught another two fish, maybe 3 fish. I never had another bite on that caster line. It was frustrating. The last 10 minutes, and I think if I'd have sat there patiently for the last 10 minutes down the edge, I only needed 2 bites. Cut long story short, I came third in the match with £48 won, £49 was second, and £52 won the match. And I definitely could have done that. But well done to Ken for coming, for winning it overall on peg 29. That was he's done well there. But it was such a tight match. It really was. Fourth was 47. Trying to look as I'm talking. Was £47. I'll tell you exactly. One mo. I don't know why I'm saying one mo because I'm recording this, but I'm not going to change it again. Right. So Ken won it with 54.11. Nick Franklin was second with 49.14. I was third with 48.1, but there was a £47 that was fourth. So it was anybody's match, to be honest, to say. If I'd have stayed down the edge, I definitely think I could have made second. Possibly would have won the match, I think. But there we go. It was really interesting. And what I liked about it was that throughout the whole day, in my opinion, anybody could have won that match. Only needed somebody to get a little run of decent F1s. There's some big carp in there as well. You know, somebody could have caught a few short, all of a sudden gone from nowhere to winning the match. So I think it's quite good like that. So nobody's run away with it. It was really interesting fishing. Really enjoyed it. So end of the day, third, I've settled for that. It was nice, 460 odd quid, which was very handy before I went on holiday. So I'm happy with that. And really well run match. Love the fishery. Really well run. Far behind your peg. Yeah, it's lovely. Basically, lovely scenery as well.
F1
and a lovely couple that run it. So really, really good.
Chicken
I'm going to sign off, and
so.
hopefully you won't get too bored listening to this. Have a great weekend if you're going out. Bye for now.
Definitely set up wrong today when I started across. But we're going to have to sack it off again in a minute because the wind's getting too strong again. There's a lot of fish over there though, so my marker tape's fucking flying off, excuse my French. But it's no good, you can't hold it straight, so I'll have to sack it off again, I think, because Mora. Smaller fish across, it seems. It's a bit annoying. There's fish to be had out there, but I'm not going to risk it. Too much that hard work. It's about to lose a top kick. I've been putting a little bit of ground bait in on my on the line where I've been fishing the pole, and that's been all right as it goes. but not been able to catch anything shallow though, weirdly. All this fish topping, but it's not that deep, so I don't really think it's a shallow water, if I'm honest. As I say, I don't know it at all. Fished it fished this lake. This is the second time I fished this lake, and that was in January. I fished a donut lake once, and I did terrible. Terrible. Some great big F1s plopping about. You look at that and you think, got to catch them shallow. Skimmer. You can hear that one. I think he's beating me to my left. He obviously fishes it quite a lot, I think. Just trying to suss it out a little bit, to be honest. Well, that's not really what we wanted. Psychopathic skimmer. That's what we were hoping for, to be honest. But I don't think it's quite as big as some of the other fish that I was catching. Might be wrong. Feels like a scatty fish. Oh, you bugger. What do I know? just confused myself then. Fed meat on my caster line. What an idiot. What an idiot. Threw casters all over my feet. Fed me feet. I feel like a single banded caster is better. Get out. So we wonder if I should just try switching this line to casters. I've not really caught a load over pellets, to be honest. Just realised I've got a knot in my hook length. I know, first fish shadow that is. Cool, it's a chunky F1, isn't it? I feel like I might need some more casters. I don't know if I like this lacquer, you know. It's fucking too soft, I think. Oh, I'm not talking much, am I? Trying to catch shallow, catching the old one shallow, better fish. But they seem to be waiting, like missing a lot of bites. If that makes sense. Not actually putting much in the net, but I'm looking around, there's not a load more going on. So I'm sort of just looking and just thinking if I just keep doing what I'm doing, it should give me enough, I hope, to get through to tomorrow. Basically. I don't know if I've got enough casters really for this, but I'll have to have some different shadow rigs because they're definitely shallower than what I'm fishing, if that makes sense. She's going to try putting a red faddet on. Just want to see if it makes any difference. We'll see. You never know. I feel like that's wrong, to be fair. You double look yourself like that. Mad. Running out of fucking casters. rules are, I think, you can't fish. I'm not sure what depth is for shallow, but that's why I'm being sensible. You can't use overshotted, I know that. You could, I reckon I could get a fish a chuck out there, but they're definitely scatty. They're sort of worth catching now, if you know what I mean. It's worth waiting, the bites. There's a few silverfish there in amongst them. Like that. They're like those F1s might have buggered off. You've got to fucking hang it there, you know, and not slap it about, just leave it till it fucking goes and have it. Basically, unless a little one, but that's what it feels like. Fuck it, don't really need one, do we? Because we're gone deeper anyway. If we don't catch now, we'll go shoot down the edge and have a quick go. Here we're catching some bigger F1s, slightly deeper. Oh man, that is a fucking lump, excuse my French. A great big old F1. I still thinks he's... I've actually stopped clicking, I ain't got a clue what I've got. I think I'll have to get another net out because I don't want to risk. Testing. Working. I lost me. Completely stopped clicking and I don't know what I put in another net, so I'm just being careful. Just feel like they want to be in the wind, the fish. So although it looks better to my right, I see more fish moving slightly to my left in the wind, and it's like no point doing anything else now, really. Yeah, I need more casters, I think, for tomorrow. Well, casters definitely seems to be the bait today for me. I think this is foul hooked, but it's it was a funny bite. Definitely foul hooked, but it's a case of where. Lucky hell. So you're lucky out. Yeah, side of the mouth. I'm bloody freezing cold. I just don't see the point in going down the edge. Didn't know it. Oh. Ain't caught that many. Funny, it's, eh? I don't know. I lost my way with my clicker, so I put another net in. I've only got about 4 fish in that one, but yeah, I'd have thought so. Well, I lost my way on one, so trying to think the best way of doing this without falling in. Tell you what, let's just undo that. Move that over here out the way. I don't know, £50 or something. I only put an extra net in because I completely lost count on my clicker, so I'll just do silvers on their own anyway. I thought, split the silvers.
One more. 3 more, 4 more. Keep coming.
Can do, yeah, do this one. There's not much in this one. Thanks. See, I was way generous with me.
26 there, wait.
Yeah, 26.10.
26 10.
Can you get a picture? My phone.
Yeah, I'm not on my phone.
I don't know.
Cheesy bees.
Alright, cheers.
Thank you.
Put it back for you.
Actually, alright. Thank you. What was that total?
67.13. Do you want to check my
No, you'll be alright.
maths? Just in
My
case?
maths is terrible, so I'll trust you. I'll be worse.